What is up? Hawk. Rad.
What's up? Where are we, man?
I don't know. It looks familiar though. If you saw our one short, we said that we would do an interview with the owner of Rosebush, and if you're wondering what are you talking about? What short? We'll put that link in the description.
Yeah.
Just check out that short. And today we're gonna actually do an interview, a podcast.
Podcast style interview
with the owner of this store. Ask him a lot of questions, and
yeah,
I'll take you on the inside real quick.
Rosebush is the name of the place. It's in beautiful downtown Alfred, New York. Yes, sir. Here it is. We got a sneak peek in here prior to opening on this beautiful day. Yeah, and this is it.
Yes, sir, bro. You know what I noticed? You don't even have a beard to hide your mic now.
I don't have a beard to hide my microphone anymore.
You do not.
All right, cool.
Cool place. All right. We'll catch you guys in the podcast.
Get set up for the podcast.
Peace.
Peace out.
What is up, Alfred?
Hey.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
Got a special guest here. As you saw in the intro, we were going to do a video with the owner of Rosebush. Hello.
Welcome. Hi.
So Rosebush is one of our favorite restaurants in Alfred, New York. So we thought maybe we would come down and meet the owner and have a conversation.
Sure.
And see how we can help each other.
All right.
Yeah.
So we just have a few questions here for you, George, and we'll just kind of riff. Whatever happens.
All right.
So go ahead with the first question, buddy.
All right. Can you tell us the story behind starting your business?
Yeah, sure. I ran a restaurant for 10 years previous, and I thought it would be a great idea to own my own business and work for myself. And so in 2015, we had bought this building and renovated the upstairs for apartments, and we had no use for this space. And so we decided at that time that we should maybe do something. And my business partner at the time said, hey, why don't we put a restaurant in here? So I built the restaurant, and it took a better part of 2016 to get it open. But finally in September, I got it open and been here ever since.
Nice. Well, we're certainly happy to have you here, being that we're only about 2 miles away.
Very nice.
Gives us a nice. This restaurant really kind of gives me this like a city vibe, like more of a.
Well, that was kind of what the goal was, especially with both colleges being here. You find that you have so many different clientele from so many different areas. So you want to try to make them feel as welcome as possible. So one of the ideas we had was to try to give it more of a kind of like a downtown Manhattan theme. Like, it's fast paced, you come in, but yet you can also enjoy a meal with a family, and you could also come in and just grab and go. So that was the whole idea.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
That's really good. So I know the answer to this one, but I'm just curious to what your thoughts are. But what sets your business apart from your competitors in the local market?
Well, the biggest thing is, obviously, I offer alcohol. So being that I offer alcohol, no other place is a sit-down restaurant where you can actually have a drink and be able to enjoy a dinner too. So that's a huge advantage to me. But also, it's just the atmosphere of it is not a college theme. It's more of an adult dining theme. So that's kind of where the target is.
Yeah, and just for viewers that aren't familiar, Alfred isn't a very big town. It is a college town, so there's a lot of people here, but there really isn't a lot of industry or, there's very few restaurants, maybe half a dozen or so, roughly, I don't know.
Yeah, and, it's always as soon as summer hits, Alfred always drops down to, there's only 1,200 people, I think, who live in Alfred, so it gets quiet fast.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
What, can you give us like kind of like a brief overview of like what kind of food do you serve?
All right. Well, when I originally opened, I started out, I think I had, probably like 18, 20 menu items. And it was designed to be simple and quick, but I soon found out that everybody has a taste for so many different things. Chicken Alfredo, for one. Everybody seems to love chicken Alfredo. So I originally wasn't going to put it on my menu, but my Alfredo is homemade, so it hit, and next thing I know, it was a star. So I tried to offer a little bit of a diversity for everybody, especially with the younger market. We're finding a lot of people are more vegan and vegetarian. So we're trying to also entertain those people, so to say, but also keep the meat lovers coming back for their steaks and their burgers. So we try to offer even red coconut curry. I mean, when I put that on the menu, I did not think that it was going to be a hit. And we go through probably 5-6 gallons of curry a week. And it's like, okay.
That's all right.
Like on Fridays with your fish fry, we always try to come and it's never here.
Oh, no.
Is fish fry pretty good here?
Yeah, and that's the funny thing is, like, I ordered normally 40 pounds of haddock, and that's a lot of fish.
That's a significant. It's like 2 boxes, 2 big boxes, right?
Yeah, that's 2 big boxes, or I get 10 pounders too. Yeah. And so that's on average right around about 52 to 60 fillets of haddock. So yeah, that's a lot of fish we're selling out the door. And it literally has happened in 45 minutes to where I've sold all that fish.
Man.
So, but like right now, it's last couple of weeks, I pulled the beer batter off because it wasn't selling. And, now we're just doing the broiled haddock, and we sell about 4 or 5 on Friday, and hey, that's fine with me. But
nice.
What else you guys got?
I got to tell you what my favorite meal is here. You might even know it already, but I can't ever not eat the steak and the Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, well, that's one of the funny things is...
so good.
Yeah, the amount of steak that I sell is unreal. And people always ask me, they're like, well, can you get local? And I said, I've tried so many times, but we sell so much steak. The local farmers can't keep up with me. So it's unreal. We do. And I serve nothing but Black Angus, so people really enjoy that.
Well, local steak is tough to get prime too, right? I mean, it's a different mouthfeel, it's a different flavor
all around. A lot of people around here believe in grass-fed. Yeah. Grass-fed, you tend to have a really lean meat, and when you get a lean meat, you gotta be used to it.
Hard to cook.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And so, we learn to kind of play around with it and find our happy medium.
Nice. What's your favorite?
Oh, the club pasta.
Yeah, that's my favorite too.
So good.
I actually like to melt a little cheese on top of it, and that's my hit. Yep.
It's very good.
Thanks.
Nice. So, let's see. I'm gonna skip around here, Dakota, because
all right, it's fine.
Some of these questions we've already answered, right? Yeah. So, let's see. Can you share some lessons you've learned as a business owner that you think would be helpful for aspiring entrepreneurs?
Definitely. One that I'm going through right now, it's employees. It's becoming very challenging. But because of that, you've really got to be prepared, and you got to plan ahead and make sure you're well aware of what you're going to be coming up against, because you definitely don't want to go into it understaffed, but you also don't want to be overstaffed, because that can kill you in a heartbeat. You got to learn your demographic very quickly.
Okay. You want to do number 12, Dakota?
Sure.
That's a good one.
What are your plans for like the future of your business?
It's that's a loaded question. And that is
I knew that was gonna be.
That's a loaded question. I'm going to give you the general about. Right now, it's becoming a lot more challenging than it was. One of the prime reasons is employee cost and also food costs. It's went up tremendously since the pandemic.
Yeah.
I remember you guys coming around. I don't know when you first started coming around, but previous to the pandemic, I used to be open 5 to 6 days a week, and we ran basically 11 to 10, 11 o'clock at night. And I was carrying 16 employees on my payroll, which was great. And we were doing well, but we were making about the same amount of profits we are right now. And I've only got 6 employees on my payroll right now, and my payroll is 3 times higher than it was when I had 16.
Holy
before.
smokes.
So it puts it into perspective on how much things have changed. Down to like something as simple as butter. Butter was $30 and you could buy 10 pounds of it. Now we're paying $60. Just that's the simple things. The market prices on seafood and beef are fluctuating at a pace that it's really hard to stay competitive with. And
Yeah.
you know, that's the biggest thing I have that goes through my head when I set my prices is, you know, when somebody sits down, you guys are coming out and I want you to be able to afford a meal and not walk out of here going, wow, it was great, but we can't afford to do that all the time. We got to think about it. So that's one of the things you got to try to also price for your demographic of what you're working with. So
yeah, I can't imagine. It's tough, and this we've definitely not eaten out nearly as much as we used to, just because grocery bills have gone up. Also, you know, so ridiculous.
You know, when you go to the grocery store and you used to $100 bill would fill up your cart somehow. Now you walk out with 2 bags. It's kind of like, wow, this is some precious goods I got here.
Yeah,
you
know? For sure. Yeah, I think.
So to kind of answer your question about the direction of where the business is going to go, it really depends on where the market, what's going to happen around here. Yeah. Right now, I'm facing a hard one going into my summer. I'm losing my right-hand guy. He's going to travel abroad. So I got nobody that can work with me, and all my employees live away from here. I only got 1 local.
Oh, yeah. And the one girl I talked to said she's going back to Utah or something?
Yeah, she's going back to Utah. The other one's going back to Corning to work at Corning Glass. And then Kyle, everybody loves Kyle, my one waiter.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's an architect up in Rochester during the summers. And then Donata, she's working on becoming a school teacher, and she's got tutoring jobs offered to her in the summer, and it looked great for her resume. So, you know, this is going to might be my first summer that I might have to close for the summer to reopen come August once the kids come back. And
you've been semi-seasonal.
Yeah, it really has been.
I mean, your hours change seasonally at least.
Right. Yeah. This is going to be the first time that we're actually going to close, but, you know, it'll give me an opportunity to kind of refresh my menu. I haven't changed that in a while.
Sure.
So I'm hoping to be able to take a little break this summer, do a little pumping into the business, and come back in the fall and try to drive a new market and kind of get things going again to the direction that we used to be in. So, you know, that's the best way I can put it. How's that for you?
It's good.
All right.
So anybody wants a career in culinary arts or restaurateur, reach out to my man here.
Reach out to me. I'd love to teach people. Yeah, and that's the thing is, like, a lot of people are scared because they don't have experience. But, you know, you got to try. And I learned from the start, so I can teach other people from the start. Yeah.
So just curious, I've seen a couple times, not often, but a couple times you've been closed for private events, that kind of thing. Do you think that'll be something that you would be entertaining even if the restaurant's closed? Or is that something you do?
Of course, catering and things like that we do entertain. But the thing is, it's actually a dying breed. We used to have like Christmas parties. We used to have, and last year I didn't have a single one. It's the first year, and I used to have like 16, 17 of them.
Wow,
and
yeah.
You're finding that employers aren't doing big groups anymore. They're just focusing on the smaller groups, and that makes it so,
Yep.
they don't do the big parties. So
Yeah.
it's like I said, it's a changing market.
Nice. Well, I think we'll probably start wrapping this up here. So, what's the best way to get a hold of you, or how do you? What's your? Are you Facebook?
I Facebook, I Instagram. The restaurant has got both. We also, I've got my number listed. You just gotta call the restaurant, and my number's right there. And anyway, any way you want, stop in, see me.
Yeah,
I'm open anyway. So
yeah, it's nice because sometimes when we're here, even though you're usually in the back cooking, you usually come out here and talk to the customers. If you get a minute.
I try to make my rounds. This time of year is hard.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Hot dog weekend was unreal. I couldn't believe on how busy we were, and I was shocked and grateful for it. So they brought it back on Main Street this year. So that was a huge improvement.
We didn't actually go to that this year.
No, we talked about maybe podcasting, but we don't know anybody down here where we would be able to set up and
you could always set up in front of the two restaurants here. I mean, I can introduce you guys next door. They're really cool. You could definitely get to meet a lot of people because it seems like we get a good flow of both adults and kids coming through both restaurants. So
nice.
All right.
Yeah. Any other questions, Dakota?
Not really. I was gonna ask though, would there be anything you'd want to add to your menu? Like that sounds like exciting.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where I'm at. Is you look at a lot of things on the menu, and they sell great. Our whole menu sells great, but you gotta switch things up. You gotta add something new.
Yeah.
So like my original classics, I might switch a couple of those out. Like the Zia Francesca, that's been on there since I opened. It might be time to find something new in there. A couple new sandwiches. You gotta keep your classics, but people, they normally understand when you try to switch it up and add something new. So, and everybody gets tired after a while of the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. So what are your hours right now?
Right now, we're open Wednesday through Saturday from 5 until 9. And then this summer, we'll probably shut down here at the end of May and reopen late August. So,
okay.
All right.
So if you're watching this podcast, get out to the Rosebush before they take their summer break.
You got this week, so.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks a lot, George.
All right,
we really
guys.
appreciate it. Had a great time.
Yep. Thanks.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.